Guys, every once in a while, companies just seem like they completely lose their plot. I like to call it the what the were they thinking moment. Just those moments in time. We're going to look at the time that I think K-BAR completely lost the plot, and it's this knife right here. So let's turn us around and take a look at this monstrosity from above.
Guys, there are things that happen in the knife world that I'm like, I don't get it. This is that WTF moment for K-BAR. This is the USSF, also known as the Space Bar. This is the United States Space Force K-BAR knife. Now, it is based on the same patterns as all the other K-BARs that are out there. It's got a sheath that I'm not a big fan of. It does have its benefits. This is a molded, probably Kydex sheath on this. The thing it has going for it is it definitely is, if I can do this on camera, ambidextrous. You can put this knife in either way, and you don't have to worry about the leather sheaths that I am a big fan of from K-BAR are not ambidextrous. So that's just one thing that I would say it has going for it. But I'm not a big fan of these nylon and snap. They're just loud and rattly. This is not something that I really like. So, but it is a well-made sheath if you like these nylon or Kydex sheaths. But I gotta say, there's so much wrong with this knife. First of all, leather stacked handles, not on this one. This is a rubberized handle in a baby blue with a gray blade. Now, it's the same steel as all the other K-BARs. It's 1095. They call it 1095 a cryovan or cryo. I can't remember what it's, but it's just basically it's 1095 steel. So it is coated, and it's heavily coated. I believe this is a powder coat that is done in a gray, and all the hardware and everything. It's not a real good color pattern on this. But the thing I have with this is this knife does not feel like my other K-BARs. This feels cheap. It's slick. The handles feel really cheap and slick. This is not going to be a real long video. But I have to say, this is the first K-BAR I've had come that really wasn't sharp. Like, that isn't sharp. It's been ground, but it's just not sharp. Like, I'm putting a good bit of pressure on that, and I don't have any fear of cutting. The next thing, the handles are really, they feel cheap and sticky, and I don't know how long this is going to hold up. It already feels as though it's sticky, just in the little bit that I've had it here. It just feels sticky, like the rubberized coating on this might break down. The nice thing about the other K-BARs, all the other K-BARs, the stacked leather handle was really good. It felt good in hand. It didn't feel cheap. It didn't feel sticky and unnatural. This just does not have the same feel as every other K-BAR I've had. Let me go grab mine. I'll show you side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the classic lines of a K-BAR knife. And I gotta say, there's another thing I noticed as I got the weight on this. The weight distribution is different on this. Now mine, this is not one I carried. This is was not my issue one. This was one I purchased because it was kind of a special version, but the weight distribution on this is definitely different. This does not feel the same in hand. It doesn't feel like a K-BAR. I'll tell you what it feels like. I do know it's a K-BAR. I know it's a quality made knife. There's nothing wrong with how this knife was made. It's a quality made knife, just like all the other K-BARs, but it doesn't have the same feel. Like, the weight distribution feels wrong. It definitely isn't as sharp. It doesn't feel the same in hand dimensionally to me. The weight distribution doesn't feel right. And it's just, well, it's ugly. The other thing is this has a much better feel. The stacked leather washers, while they can be prone to some degradation because it is a natural material, it feels better. It doesn't feel sticky, but it also doesn't feel slick. This has got this weird, like, it's sticky, but it also doesn't feel secure. It's weird. It feels sticky, but it doesn't feel like it's not slick. It's not a good overall material. I'm not a big fan of rubberized handles that are like this. Like the cold steel ones, great. Their handles are great. Their ones that they do with the checkering and everything is great. This is just a much better feel for a K-BAR. It could just be that, like, I'm a traditionalist and this deviates so far from what I would expect. The other thing on this is that coating is, I don't know, that coating that's on it doesn't feel right to me. And you can see here, it's already starting to chip. So I think that if you were starting to sharpen this and use this, you're going to see a lot of issues with this exposing more metal. I have sharpened a couple of these. You can see this one, this was not sharpened by me. This was actually my father's, and he sharpened it. The coating that are on these seems to hold up really well. This coating does not feel as though it's going to be. This is a lot like some of those knives that just feel like they've been spray painted, and that's kind of what it looks like. Now, this isn't my knife, so I wouldn't like bash on it and beat on it to try and see. This is my buddy Nico's knife. But overall, I just feel like this is such a departure from a classic American armed forces fighting knife that really didn't need to be different. Here's the thing. If you get a USMC K-bar, the only thing that's going to be different is the letters that are here. They didn't deviate. They didn't change. Like I said, the only other thing you might see, like I said, the leather sheaths. The Marine Corps ones are going to say USMC and not have the Navy logo. It's going to have the Eagle, Globe, and Amber, the EGA. So I don't think that they really needed to go that far and really deviate. I think it's a personal thing. I think I just don't like it, and I don't think we're going to go any further. I just wanted to, this is that time I think K-Bar kind of lost the plot. I mean, if you think it's cool, I'm not at all saying it's, like, I'm pretty sure that this knife will, if I sharpen this knife would probably be just fine. But for me, it's just so far removed from what I would expect to see as a K-Bar that I just can't, I just can't get past it. So guys, that's it on this one. This was just a little bit of fun. I just wanted to bring this to you. It's been here for a long time. I've avoided actually doing a video about it. I just wanted to kind of point out some of the issues I have with it. K-Bar still makes an amazing knife. And I got to tell you, this probably is an amazing knife. It's just not for me. So guys, that being said, that's it on this one. Let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day.
There you go, guys. Like I said, if you like this knife, that's fine. I just can't get past it. Like, I think it's a combination of things. I'm not a big fan of the color combo, but even less of a fan of the handle material. I've got several cold steel knives that are done in rubberized handles. I don't have near the problem with them. And then it just feels cheap. It really does. It just feels like a cheap, knife, and it feels like a cheap money grab. This didn't need to be like this. So that being said, guys, that's it on this video. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. I did not throw an ad in this one, but I do have sponsors down below. You can take those sponsor links, check them out. Doll Strong Knives, huge selection of knives. Coffee Brand Coffee, Tempered Trail, they have discounts built into their link. I also have a coupon code of Crazy Sharp, all one word, lowercase, that also will save you at those if you want to use the coupon code. But that coupon code will save you 40% over at Beyond EDC Knives through the end of December. You can also use it at Farm Forge Knife Works and Rosecraft Blades to save 10% at those vendors. You can go down, you can use my affiliate links if you're going to buy knives and things like that. You can use those links down below that are available for most of the major vendors. Knife Ship Free, GP Knives, Blade HQ. I've got several other just brand knives, Artisan, Vosteed, and a couple others that are down below, Civivi. You can go pick things from there. It supports the channel. I've got an Amazon store, works the same way. I get a percentage. It doesn't cost you anything extra at checkout. I've built a public Discord that's down below. Join that community, hang out. You can contact me directly if you got questions about things you've seen in the video, because there's a lot of times I'm going to miss it in the comment section here. I've also got a membership down below if you want to support the channel. I do exclusive content. Baseline and premium tier members get entered into giveaways that I do on the Gilded server, on the private Discord for everyone. The premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series. So lots of stuff there for the members, and that's the main source of income for the channel. So guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I'll see you in the next video.